Wait, what? Hagia. Wait a second. Flutter didn't used to call him Hagia, right? Oh, wait a second. Yo. If yo, I bet the fact that he didn't call him Lego, I bet that's that's gonna be what does him in the end. Yo. I yo. Yo, man. You messed up, Ikago. There you go. There you go. Both of them got on too. Both. Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Hunter x Hunter, episode 114. And in this episode, it starts off with Killua catching, well, not exactly how it starts off, but Killua ends up catching up to Gon. He sees Zeno, he sees Netero, he sees Miriam, and yeah, he just stands there with Gon watching. And Miriam says some words like, he knows what exactly their plan is. They want to complete their mission with as few human casualties as possible. And he says, let's proceed. So Zeno he turns into a dragon. He carries Miriam and Netero away, and they just leave. They just leave, and then Gon goes off to where Pito is. Killua follows him, and he notices how Gon has changed. He doesn't want to admit it to himself, though, because Gon's development, Gon's character progression is like the reverse of Killua's. Killua started off as like this guy who killed, didn't even really care. It's not, killing is like breathing for him, right? But then he changed to more like what Gon was. He's able to act like a child sometimes. Well, he was before too, but he's still able to act like a child. He doesn't just kill first, ask questions later. Well, that's not exactly how, but you know what I mean. He's not as bloodthirsty as he used to be, Killing isn't his solution to everything. And he's kind of progressed more towards the kind of person that Gon is. But for Gon, it's the opposite. He's slowly becoming more and more like Killua was back when he was still a legit assassin. Okay? He used to be this happy kid, but now, like, you look into his eyes, and, he's not playing around. He's not playing around. Okay, even in Greed Island, where he was fighting what's his face, the bomber. It's like he didn't kill him. Like he could have, but he didn't. And Gon right now, because of Pito, because of what she did to Kite, he's just 100% serious. He wants to kill her. All right. He's going in for the kill, not to defeat her. He wants to kill her, all right? And Killua notices this, and he doesn't want to admit it, because he knows what kind of person he was, and he sees Gon. In this case, he's not really progressing, he's degressing, all right? Killua sees this, and he doesn't want to admit it to himself, all right? And we see this decent length scene about that. Killua not wanting to admit it to himself, and not wanting to legitimately ask the question. And that's pretty much the last we see of Gon and Killua. We see them again, like this brief flashback that Yubi has later on, but that's pretty much it for them. After this, we see Flutter and Chi2 and Bravado, and they have a conversation. And like I said in my reaction, he called him Hagia. He messed up. He should have called him Yo, but he didn't. And I called it, Welfin called it, Bravado called it, Chi2 didn't catch it. Alright. Chi2 didn't catch it, but everyone else did. Oh, Ikago didn't, but yeah, and he gave himself up. Now the two of them know something. Welfin already knew something was up, and now Bravado does too. And Chi2, he mastered this new technique. So he saw the dragon and he went to go chase it and to try it out, to see if he could try it out. Bravado pretended to not notice, and he just let Flutter go down underground. and that's the last we see of them. After that, it was Moro with Shawapoof. Shawapoof is using his spiritual message technique, and Moro was under the impression that those are the same. It's the same attack that Nova was talking about, where he was hypnotizing the people, but it's not. This technique is actually different. What it does is it lets Shawapoof it lets they said a bunch of stuff about aura and stuff. Who cares? Listen, making it more opaque. Who cares, right? The point is the point is that Shawapoof can read his opponent's state of mind. That's what. That's pretty much what the attack does. Forget making aura opaque and blah blah blah. He can read his opponent's state of mind. How he can do that? Who cares? I really don't care. He can do it. That's all I care about right now. All right. And after talking a little bit with Morel, he decides to start, well, not start attacking, but get ready to attack. His wings turn into like what look like sauced up noodles or something like that, like the noodles you see in Japan, like in anime when they're actually cooking them and stuff. Looks like that. Then the like noodle wings wrap around him and turn into a cocoon. So he's trying to evolve into something devastating, probably. I was going to try and make a joke about how he was going to, instead of evolving into Butterfree, I was going to say he was going to evolve into Killer Bee, because he's going to try and kill Morel, and he probably will. But then I realized Killer Bee Naruto, and it just would not have been very funny. Alright, moving on. The rest of the episode focuses on Shoot. Okay, Shoot and Yuppie and Meliorone and Knuckle. And Shoot, he actually, surprisingly, this fight is pretty mediocre. I mean, all Yuppie is doing is tentacle whips. Tail whips, but with his tentacle. That's literally all he's doing, over and over. Like, that's all the fight is. It has less creativity than a fight from Kill la Kill involving the 4 elites. Like, seriously. Except for Chakuzure. But still, alright? The fight's not creative at all. Eventually, it was changed up a little bit. Shoot managed to take out one of the eyes that Yuppie had on his shoulder. At one point, after APR was discussed, well, there's no real point in talking. Alright, the gist of this, the point of this scene, what you should get out of it, Shoot's reaching his limits, starting to die, or he will die in like probably a few more hits. He's bleeding all over the place. Knuckle couldn't take it anymore, so he revealed himself. Alright, he revealed himself. After Meliorone started taking his breaths again because he was running out of breath and needed to breathe, that's when APR appears. Yuppie is trying to think of when it was that APR appeared, and he guesses correctly. And he's instead of trying to figure out what exactly he does, he just figures out take out Shoot because he's probably the one responsible. Which makes sense because that's what I thought at first too before I actually saw Knuckle there. One of his hands hit him. So it seems reasonable to me. So I mean, hey, Yuppie, that's what Yuppie thinks. He shoots these like strings from his back. These like needle strings. At first I thought they were just needles, but they were like it was like long strings connecting to his back, and they all just got pulled back in. So they were like needle strings. He shot those. That was like the one time the fight got changed up a little bit. And yeah, Knuckles starts to cry, which I did not care about at all. If you want me to like, actually care about someone crying and not just look at it as being lame, then you have to do a real good job at building it up. You have to do a real good job with the story. And Togashi's good when it comes to his story for Hunter x Hunter, but this was just random and stupid. Like, we've only known Knuckle and Shoot for this arc. I mean, it's not like their relationship has been built up like Killua and Gon's, where Killua crying would actually make sense if like Gon was dying or something like that. That would make sense. Has Killua cried before? I feel like someone has. Gon maybe. Who knows? It's not that big of a deal. The point is that I just like, I guess it's trying to build up to the point where Knuckle just can't take it anymore. He can't take seeing shoot get hurt anymore, which is kind of makes it kind of like yaoi, but whatever. Uh, um, I'm just saying, as far this makes Knuckle the second person to do this, interfere when he shouldn't have. Knuckle's doing it now. Killua did it before by taking out some the fodder chimera ants. Those two fodder chimera ants. Hopefully this doesn't become a pattern. Well, I don't really care that much if it becomes a pattern or not. But well, it's definitely a tough choice to make, to just sit there and watch him get beaten up. But revealing yourself might be the difference between succeeding in the mission and failing and having humanity get destroyed by the chimera ants. So, I mean, it's a hard choice to make, but still, it's like with freezing vibrations recently, alright? Might be a difficult choice to make, but you gotta side with Chevalier, alright? Gotta side with Chevalier. They were right, alright? They were right. But, whatever. In the end, I can't really blame Knuckle for what he did. I mean, when you've been partners with someone for a while, and they're dying right in front of you, it's only natural. Especially if you've been through a lot of things together, it's only natural to want to save them. Though, for some reason, people don't understand that fact for Naruto and Sasuke, and they do for everyone else. But whatever. Just saying. That's pretty much it for the episode. Yeah. I honestly don't even know what Knuckles' role is right now, to be honest. Originally, he was supposed to be working with Shoot to take out Yuppie, but Meliron's role was to help someone take out Miram. So I don't really know what those two are supposed to be doing right now. Are they what's the point of? I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe it was mentioned before, and I just don't remember. If it was, put it down in the comments. But I really don't know what Knuckles' goal is right now. But yeah, that's it for the episode, you guys. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was cool. Scenes with Gon and Killua were cool. Scenes with Icalgo and Flutter, those were cool, mainly because of Flutter just giving himself away. Icalgo giving himself away. And, the Morel Shellpoop stuff, that was okay. Yeah. And then this part was cool too, I guess. And yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But that's it for now, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.